Hello all, today we're ranking all of the new June 2023 LEGO releases, and if you're impatient and you'd like to see my entire complete ranking, well, here it is right now. If you'd like to see how we've arrived at this ranking, stick around. 90% humidity, the smell of fresh cut grass in the morning from your neighbors who are mowing their lawns way too early in the morning, the fact that it's literally painful to walk outside your front door, all of these things mean one thing. It's summertime, at least here in Texas it is, and with summertime comes a bunch of new LEGO releases. Hello all, I'm Josh as a Josh Builds Stuff, and today, as usual, we'll be going through all of the new LEGO releases for June 2023. It's summer, which means there's a lot of new sets. I think we've got 50-something releasing here in the US and a bunch of other themes releasing at different times around the world. I'm going to rank all of these new sets based on whether or not I think they're worth buying at some point now or in the very near future, and I'm going to do this entirely subjectively based on what I think about each of these sets. But I do want to know what you think about these sets and how you would rank them in the comments down below. We've got a diverse bunch of new sets coming out, from Batman to Pac-Man, from Disney to dinosaurs, Harry Potter, Dobby, and other disappointing LEGO themes, and for that reason I'm not going to go over each one of these sets individually. We will look at a few that I care more about, but some of the lesser themes, other themes, we'll just throw away. Let's get started with the big sets, which I know a lot of people care a lot about, starting with this Pac-Man arcade set. Here's the thing. I like video games, I like Pac-Man, I would love to buy and build this set, but for $270, I don't like Pac-Man that much. But this one is just not quite worth it to me. I know this one will be popular. They're hitting on that nostalgia kick that LEGO's been on lately, and this one will be popular, I think, for that reason, but it's not for me. So that one goes in want, won't buy. And speaking of want, won't buy, another huge set that's coming out that's kind of a controversial set for a lot of people is the new Batman Batcave Shadowbox. They didn't want to just give us a big play set. They wanted to make the Batcave displayable, and so they put it inside of a big black box. LEGO 18 plus sets need to have a black box, and now they've given us a black box inside of that black box. The minifigures are fine, but again, you have to really like Batman and shadow boxes to get this for $400. That being said, the part of this set that I would want the most is this cool big 89 Batmobile. I think that's the 89, and they're giving that to us in a separate set on its own. So thanks, LEGO. So want, won't buy the Batcave. Next in the want, won't buy category is the new Ninjago City Markets, is it called? Here's the next large, expensive Ninjago City expansion set. This one I can appreciate very much. The bits and little theming in it, the little stories in it. I've heard a lot about this set, and I am a Ninjago appreciator. I think it's a very different theme from Monkie Kid, and anyone who says otherwise is incorrect and needs to take a closer look at this set. But if I can't justify small Ninjago sets, I ain't justifying almost $400 in large Ninjago sets. That's the three large sets. Let's look at some smaller sets. Rather, let's get some smaller sets out of the way here so we can concentrate on stuff we care about. Starting with a soccer set, apparently. Sorry, football. Icons of Play. I'm only looking at this one because it seems so out there. $100 for 900 pieces at first doesn't seem too bad, but then you look at it and it's just like kind of a soccer field. Sorry, soccer pitch. The best thing about soccer right now, in my opinion, is Ted Lasso, the show. Fantastic. It'll go down in history as one of the all-time great shows. As for this set, it'll go down as history as being forgotten almost immediately after being released. I'm sure this appeals to some demographic. It's not me. That goes in there. There are also a bunch of new LEGO Friends sets coming out. I'm sure these appeal to a lot of different people, a lot of different demographics, and I appreciate that LEGO has this theme. I am not any of those demographics, so all of those go here. But Josh, the glass domes, the piece selections, the appeal, the representation to a lot of people. I know, guys, we just don't have time today. And while we're eliminating themes, Ninjago also has a bunch of great looking sets that are coming out. And yes, these sets are very different than the other dragons that have been released by Ninjago over the past 10 years or so. I know it sounds like I'm making fun. I got nothing against them. The sets are cool. I'll buy little $10 sets. In fact, I will buy these weird little sets with the weird little spheres going on in them because they're $11 now. I was gonna say because they're $10 and I'll buy anything for $10, but now that's a bit of a controversial thing. They're bumping up the prices of even these small sets. Does the $10 LEGO set even exist anymore? It does, and it's a Land Rover. Let's look at that one now. But yeah, the other Ninjago sets are going the way of the Friends sets. Hey, they can make friends in there, literally. Let's look at these other sets. Literally, they're in the other category on LEGO.com. I was immediately wrong when thinking that this little Land Rover would have been a $10 set. Apparently this is now a $15 set. I get it, 150 pieces. It would have been a $10 set not long ago. I'm not a bitter old man. This is the kind of stuff that it's in the LEGO store in like the weird center yellow section with the keychains and stuff that you go and ask an employee, oh, do you have any more of this brickhead? And they go, yeah, it should be in this one little section here. And then it isn't there and they go, oh, we must be out of that one. You know, that section of the LEGO store, that's where these little sets are. Flowers and a Land Rover and a birthday cake and a bunny rabbit. Cool. I'll get the Land Rover eventually, okay? The rest of them, no. Speaking of others, this is in the minifigure category, not the other category. It's an upscaled LEGO figure, not figuratively upscaled as in a nice restaurant, literally upscaled as in a bigger version of a smaller minifigure. This is a weird one. It must just appeal to people who are fans of LEGO in general, which I am, but I'm not like, I just want the most generic minifigure, but larger. I can see this one getting picked up by a lot of people. I don't think I can justify this for $50, no matter if this was the only thing being released this month. Sure, I'll go pick it up, but there is so much else that I would rather spend $50 on, which I'd rather spend more time talking about right now. So that's going in want, won't buy. LEGO Technic has some very cool sets coming out very soon, and the one I'm most excited about is this NASA Mars Perseverance rover, but that one doesn't come out in the US in June, so we'll talk about that next month or the month after that. The one that is still listed as coming out in June right now is the Bugatti Bolide in Agile Blue. I know it might seem like a bit of deja vu, but it's just the Bugatti in blue because this set came out in yellow not very long ago. I think I reviewed that other set. I think I quite enjoyed that other set, and for some reason, because I own it in yellow, I kind of want it now in blue, and like I said, I'd rather spend $50 on something else. This is something I'd rather spend $50 on. So that was going in soon. Usually I start this list by showing what I'm actually planning to buy day one. Don't worry, some sets will actually be bought day one, but I'm coming up with this list at this current time. So this is helping me as much as it's helping you, which I guess might not be a lot. So this is probably helping me more than it's helping you. Okay, Disney's next on the list, and I think all of these sets were listed as coming out in June at some point, but now I'm not sure if they're all listed still as June on LEGO's website. It's gonna be a weird couple of months as far as LEGO releases go. This 100 Years of Disney Animation Icons thing, I will get that. I think I'm gonna put that on soon because of the Mickey Mouse minifigure, and I wanna get all of the Mickey Mouse minifigures. I don't think that one's a soon, like an immediate soon buy for me. This also one with the duos of characters is such an interesting idea. It's a weird, for $44, that's a weird set. And then there's like Ariel's treasure chest, whatever, and then this one's actually cool. I mean, everyone's like, oh, do more Disney villain stuff. At least they say that about Disney parks. And this one, it actually has some very cool elements in it, but mostly because I like life-sized LEGO objects that represent real objects in life. And so like, give me a LEGO VHS and some LEGO books and a LEGO pocket watch thing. Come on, man, those are cool, well-built elements. The price makes it harder to justify. So this one is gonna head over into eventually, and then some of these others, well, I don't know. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Speaking of good enough for me, some Harry Potter sets are occasionally good enough for me. I'm talking like I have high standards. Come on, I don't. Here they are. This cool, like, Diagon Alley, the Wizardly, Weasley, whatever's. Dobby is buildable and weird looking. There's a big Patronus, another Hogwarts Express. It's different from the last 6 Hogwarts Expresses, I'm sure. Quidditch trunk and some brickheads. So some of these are easy to classify, right? Brickheads, I don't have the time or the budget for them. That cool Weasley shop is cool, but I'm not gonna get it. The Patronus one I actually like from a construction standpoint, but like, it's just a blue thing, right? I don't need that. It'd look cool on a desk, but if it wasn't Harry Potter, people would be like, why you got a big blue deer on your desk, dear? Assuming you're talking to your spouse or significant other and you have pet names for them. Speaking of, one of my actual pet's names is Nox, and my wife probably thought it was like Nox, like K-N-O-X, but I was naming him Nox, like N-O-X, like the spell to the undo Lumos spell in Harry Potter, like I'm turning off my wand and making it dark, and he's a black dog. So I thought it was a cool little dark Nox thing. So I named my dog after a Harry Potter reference without my wife even knowing about it. But in this Harry Potter category, I think this, the final battle of Hogwarts set, this is one that I will pick up, but I think it's only because I want to complete this big modular Hogwarts environment. I have most of those sets already. There are a few I need to pick up. So this one I will get eventually. I'm not in a rush to get it. The Quidditch one I actually think looks pretty cool. We can look at that. It looks okay. It's like a cool parts pack, but like, I don't think that's an early buy for me either. I don't know, I'm just being reasonable. Dobby goes there, train goes there, because I'm a realistic person, I know what I'm about. Finally, let's get to a category where we'll actually buy some things day one. And the fact that we're not buying most of this day one means we can probably buy a lot of this next theme day one. Can you see what it is? It's dinosaurs. Okay, let's finish strong here. Strong like a dinosaur. LEGO is again capitalizing on our love of nostalgia, and they're finally making Jurassic Park sets based on the first Jurassic Park movie, including some new dinosaurs, which I'm very excited about. And I think this big old Brachiosaurus will be very popular, and he will eventually be worth more money than the entire set on its own is. But almost more importantly and almost more excitedly, it's also got the actual Jurassic Park Jeep, not the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer that everyone says is the Jurassic Park Jeep. No, it's got the actual Jeep. This one is $80. It's a lot. Dinosaur sets get priced very weirdly. That one's an $80 set, and then like this Triceratops, which does not have as much in it, it's got the Ford Explorer, but this one is $50 for less than 300 pieces because of that Triceratops tax. It costs a lot of money to bring back dinosaurs made of plastic, which probably uses fossil fuels, which are made from dinosaurs. So it's ironically dinosaurs made from dinosaurs, but I think the best value set in this bunch is this one by far. Another Jurassic Park Jeep, this one with the cover on it. Also, we get Nedry, and a Dilophosaurus, a smaller dinosaur, a smaller price, 200 pieces for $20. This one I think is a fantastic value, and maybe the set among all these sets that I'm the most excited about besides the Brachiosaurus. And then the other two, which are equal parts disappointing and overpriced. The Visitor Center is a set that I think a lot of us want a lot, and you hear, oh, $130 Visitor Center, you would expect something a little more, I don't know, substantial than a very small 3-part walled facade. I guess we want a UCS or an expert creator series build of this same building, but that's just me, and probably a lot of other people if you read comment sections online. I don't even think this is an exclusive new T-Rex coloration, so honestly, I wish I could, but I probably won't pick that one up. It just isn't exclusive enough. And then the other one that I probably won't pick up and then probably will pick up is the 4+ set in this bunch. 4+ sets, always a little overpriced, but like $40 for 130 pieces is extremely overpriced, especially since usually 4+ sets, they'll have a lot of large elements in them or large printed elements, and that kind of helps justify the cost as well. But 2 minifigures and a reused raptor and nothing else that really looks crazy or complicated here makes you realize you're just paying for that 4+ tax. Conveniently, I have 4+-year-olds in my house, so I could justify picking this up if I needed a reason to, but also technically everyone is 4+. If you're over the year, I'm 4+. I'm 35 years old and I'm still 4+. I could buy this set for me. That doesn't make it worth the price though. So if we're actually bucketing these, Brachiosaurus day one, Dilophosaurus day one, because we don't have a lot else in day one, I can throw some of these others in there as well. Like the Visitor Center, I might put as want, won't buy. The Triceratops, I'll probably put as soon, and I could maybe pick that up day one as well. And then the 4+, we'll throw it in eventually, but only because I have children and I have bad spending habits and I spoil my children, and they also like dinosaurs and Lego, and so it's an activity with dad and the kids, so it's hard not to justify that. Monkie Kid's got 4 new sets coming out, and if I may be honest for 1 second, yes, everything before this has just been pure embellishment and hyperbole. If I'm being honest about my opinions on Monkie Kid, if I were to add a new theme to themes that I bought, it would probably be Monkie Kid. The builds are so cool and different, and they're not gray and vehicles and other Marvel characters that we've gotten 100 times. They're giant lion gorilla mechs. I guess this is a lion, but like, look at this cool thing. And then like, this is a airship blimp thing in a weird like futuristic, not futuristic world, and then an underwater temple, which kind of just looks like that same temple from Ninjago, but we're not comparing this to Ninjago because people don't like that. These are some beautiful sets, but for the prices and the sizes and the space that we don't have, I can't justify those, but I'm excited for people who are excited about Monkie Kid. And then keychains that I don't care about that I might get for my kids, because who cares, they're like $6 each. Here's the completed list of all the LEGO releases coming out in June 2023 based on what I'm planning to buy. As always, I hope you found this video both educational and entertaining and endurable. That's 3 things. If you have endured this video and me for this long, well, thank you so much. Be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. We do this kind of thing almost monthly, and some reviews throughout the month, as well as some other random videos. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I've just had an idea. Let's put this completed list at the beginning of the video. That way, if people are impatient and want to see the whole list, they don't have to wait until this part in the video. Okay. Hello all, today we're ranking all of the new June 2023 LEGO releases, and if you're impatient and you'd like to see my entire complete ranking, well, here it is right now. If you'd like to see how we've arrived at this ranking, stick around. Isn't that going to be weird? We're now going to start and end the video the same way. I'll see you next time.